Hello, ART129 class, and welcome to the May 27th edition of Remote Instruction. This may be the last of these remote videos for the semester, but of course, just tune into your emails next week just to make sure. But this basically takes us through the instructions for the final day. So as always, what is due for this week was explained in last week's videos. I keep constantly reminding, make sure that you're backed up as well as you can be with alternate plans for 000 hosting so that you don't lose points on the project. And well, we have a process check today and then final project next week. Also remember that you may have to clear your browser's cache to see your updates. A lot of times you'll go through the work of updating your site and then you go look at it live by typing in your URL and it looks the same as it did last week. So, and what you do is you just basically Google clearing or clear browser cache for and then put in whatever browser you're using. It's usually a really quick, easy process to do so. And what it does is it basically eliminates the browser, well, it clears the browser's cache, but what that means is the browser will store certain information about sites that it's visited recently to make them upload quicker. And if changes have been made to the website, it's not aware of that, so it just shows you the old stuff that was there. Also a reminder to use the grade sheets for the word process, the WordPress site that's due today, and then the final project that is due next week. That way you're less likely to lose any points because I use those same grade sheets when I grade your projects. Okay, I guess I listed that twice. And then we do have a Zoom today, May 27th at 12:30 p.m. So the invite for that will be inside of the Canvas announcement. And then our final class is June 3rd. Also a Zoom at 12:30 p.m., at which time you will show your WordPress site. It's actually due today, but you'll show it officially to the class next week. And then you'll also at the same time show your Dreamweaver portfolio to the site. So that's your final presentation for the class. So with that, let's go in and look at more detail for what's due on June 3rd, our final class. Okay, so we are now talking about June 3rd, no longer talking about May 27th. June 3rd is our final meeting of the semester. Recall that nothing can be turned in after the final class meets, so that if you do turn in something that is eligible for late turn-in, meaning it's less than 3 weeks late, make sure that you email it to me through Canvas, and this should say I. Okay, I just fixed that little typo there. So make sure that you email me anything that's late through Canvas. I will respond back with received. If you do not get a response from me, try again. It'll be highly unlikely that you don't, but just know that it is not received by me, will not be counted in your grades unless you get a response back from me. And I may just give you a quick response, received, and then when I check it, of course, I'll either post your grade in Canvas, or if the 0 remains, I will go to the comments section or the notes section in grades and tell you why. Like, maybe it was actually was 3 weeks old. Okay, and as always, you can ignore the stuff that's in green here. So then on the 3rd, we will make I call it big screen presentation, but it's really a Zoom screen presentation of your website and your final project, the Dreamweaver site. Missing this presentation will reduce both projects by 1 full letter grade. This means that you must be present and watch everyone else's presentation. Recall that the Dreamweaver site counts as your final project, which is 20% of your entire grade. So that is a little bit of a kicker as far as grades go. It's worth more than anything else that you've done in the class. The WordPress site is your last regular project grade. The timing of the class on the 3rd will go as follows. You have basically between 11:50 a.m. and 12:30 p.m. to get me 3 things. I will have a discussion post made, and in that discussion post you will put your local root folder for the Dreamweaver site, and then in that same discussion post you will put your URL for the WordPress site and your URL for the Dreamweaver site. Now, if you have problems posting it, I will accept emails, but please don't email me much before, like, say, 11 a.m. You can basically upload to the post anytime between now and 12:30 on next week. But if you do have problems, please don't email it to me, because otherwise what will happen is when we're doing the final, I'll have to go searching for old emails. So I just ask that you email it to me that morning, basically. Again, ignore what's in green. But late is late, and as I said here, I'm not sure how else to say this to make it sound more polite or anything, but if your work isn't posted by 12:30, it's late. You will definitely lose points on it, depending if you get it in time to do the critique. That'll determine how much of a grade you lose. But if you don't present, it's a full grade down from whatever other grade you would have received. Presentations start at 12:30 p.m. sharp. And then happy summer, and then some last notes here. You can take this class again as ART129. It'll be offered the following spring, always in the spring semester, the web class. But it's a 200 level class, and I don't have it written out, like step for step, project for project, like this class is. So you get to custom tailor it a bit within, some certain guidelines, meaning that if you like the code part of it, you can focus on the code more. If you like the aesthetics, you can focus more on the aesthetics of web design. I even had a student that focused on animated web banners and websites, because I just so happen to also teach an animation class that uses Adobe Animate, and so I have all kinds of instructional videos available for that. And then for fall 2020 coming up here, we offer in this department the graphic design ART122, and if you've already taken that, we have the intermediate graphic design ART221. And then every semester we offer digital media, what's called ART195, and in that class you learn Adobe Illustrator, Photoshop, and InDesign. Okay, let me know if you have any questions via email inside of Canvas, and otherwise we will see you at 12:30 p.m. on the 27th.